As indicated in our policy statement, the FOMC reaffirmed its view that the current 0 to 1/4% target range for the federal funds rate remains appropriate.
A lot of investors for the last couple of years have been looking for the Federal Reserve Board to raise the Federal Reserve policy rate, and many prognosticators think that 2015 is going to be the year. Mid-year, I think, is what most people are expecting. And as kind of a result, a lot of closed-end fund investors are worried, hey, what are higher rates going to mean for the cost of my leveraged fund? My distributions are going to need to go down, and that sort of thing. We've done a lot of work on this, where we went back and we looked at the last 3 Federal Reserve tightening periods, just the periods where the Federal Reserve was raising rates. And what did that mean for the average leveraged national municipal long duration fund in the Morningstar category? And what we found was that every single period has been different. There's a lot of talk out there, I know in these discussions among closed-end fund investors that about what's going to happen, and there isn't actually a one single, this is what happens. Every period is different. A lot, I'd say more depends on what happens on the back end of the curve, which is determined, the yield curve, so longer term interest rates, which is determined more by the market's collective outlook for the economy than more is determined by that than is determined by the Fed actually raising rates. And people get really caught up in this, and in 2 out of the 3 periods, there was actually very little to be concerned about from a distribution change or from a total return perspective. I mean, I think so investors who are concerned about potentially rising interest rates should, look back and see what has happened to, if their particular fund has been around since '94, look back at the periods and say, what did this fund do in those periods? Because in the 1994 and the 1999 cycles, not much happened in distribution rates over the course of time.
For more information and data on closed-end funds, visit our sponsor, CEFconnect.com, the authority on closed-end funds. This is Closed-End Fund News. Thanks for watching.